The following is an instructional video on how to submit a track session for the 2025 AAEA and WAEA Joint Annual Meeting in Denver, Colorado. The section leaders of each section will be required to enter in the track session proposal. Please make sure that if you are co-sponsoring a session with another AAEA section, that only one submission is submitted on behalf of all co-sponsoring sections. Once you are ready to submit your track session in the abstract management system, you will want to ensure that you are on the 2025 Call for Submissions page. Here you will see all the important dates and deadlines. At the bottom of the page is a click here to submit button. You'll be taken to a page that has a list of all of your current submissions. You may edit, withdraw, or see the status of each of the submissions. Next, you will want to select the click here to add another submission near the top of the page. From here, you will select the track session button. The page will update so that way you can enter the session's information. You'll see to the left of each of the fields, there is a little red arrow. This indicates that it is a required field. At this time, you may enter your session's title in the title box. Next, select from one of the three session formats: presentations, panel discussion, or competition winners and presentations. Select if you wish for this to be an in-person or virtual session. Please note that virtual sessions are highly encouraged if you wish to have a session over Zoom before or after the annual meeting dates. This is a great opportunity to host additional track sessions if you find that you are close to exceeding your allotted slots of track sessions for this year. Moving on to the next box, you are required to select at least one section. We ask that you do not select more than 3. Please note that if you are co-sponsoring with another section, the track sessions will account for half of your session's allocation. Co-sponsoring with another section is a great way to stretch your session's allocations. If you select more than 3 and attempt to move on to the next page, you will be required to unselect one of the sections. Moving on to the second page, you will be required to read the terms and conditions, check both of the boxes at the bottom of the page, and sign. You may now move on to the third page. When submitting a track session, please do not enter authors or any other session participants other than the organizer. All other authors and session participants will need to be entered once the board has reviewed and approved all track session proposals. To add an organizer to your session, you will first need to retitle your role as session organizer to session submitter. To do so, click in the box under the role and a pop-up window will appear where you can select session submitter as your new role and click Add Person. Next, select the Add People button at the bottom of the page. Here, you can search for individual by their first and last name and select the search button. If the person you are searching for appears in the box below, you select Use Selected Person. A new pop-up window will appear. Here you will need to select the role, which in this case is session organizer, and include the affiliation. If the person you are adding as the session organizer does not appear in the search box, you may add a new person. Once you have your organizer added to the session, you may continue on to the next page. Here on page 4, you can review your entire submission. Upon reviewing, if you need to make any edits, you'll need to go back to the appropriate page to do so. Once everything on this page looks correct, you may select the next button to save your submission. On the final page, you may either submit your session or save it as a draft to submit at a later date. This concludes the instructions on how to submit for a track session for the 2025 AAEA and WAEA joint annual meeting. If you have any further questions, please email the AAEA staff at info@aaea.org. Thank you.